What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars placement reading, so eat the meat, spit out the bones, take what resonate, and leave the rest behind. Alright, Gemini, let's get into this reading. I don't want to dilly-dally. We got the Magician in reverse with the Eight of Wands. Someone could be talking about your finances. Someone could be, with the Magician in reverse, I feel like someone here is trying to speak ill with this Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles here about you in some way, shape, or form here. Like, your beauty and your financial stability here, or perceived financial stability and wealth and beauty and all that, is causing someone to crash out over you because you moved on, and this person here does not like that. Someone here is very, I don't want to say fixated, but someone here could be a little obsessive when it comes to wanting to be in your energy. Let's just say that. Cyberbully, yeah. Scarcity tactics. Okay, someone definitely wants to keep you close to them. A closer look, nosy, up in your business. Yeah, somebody here running. Ooh. You have a fake friend, or you have someone here who is not genuine around you, and they're practicing scarcity tactics. This is someone who is close to you. This could be a friend, like I said, a fake friend, a family member, someone here who has someone who, this is crazy. Somebody here is in competition with you, and you may not even know it. Ooh, obsessive lover just fell out with romantic love affair and kissing ass. So this could be an ex, and somebody here, they're trying to kiss your ass, or they could have feel like they're trying to paint the narrative that maybe you are the obsessive lover. Like, oh my God, Gemini won't leave me alone. Like, they stay in my inbox. Da, 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 da. Meanwhile, this person is like, they're the ones doing everything. I don't know. Somebody here is, yeah, you're moving on. You don't even give a shit. This person here is the one that is, there's a monitoring spirit. What was that noise? People just don't want you to fucking be happy. Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Swords here. All you want to do is just have like this restful energy about you. You know, you just doing your thing, making your money, minding your business, drinking water, being non-problematic. And people here are just like so bothered that you are not playing in their reindeer games. Like, that's what it's giving me. Like, someone is upset that you are not playing in their reindeer games. You're not facilitating their negative behaviors. You're not sitting here trying to be in a toxic relationship, constantly arguing, constantly fighting, constantly trying to prove your self-worth to somebody here. Like, this King of Pentacles in reverse, this is somebody here who is financially controlling, someone who likes to manipulate those around them. They want to control a narrative here. This could be a job even. Don't even make this relational if it's not. This could be a boss. This could be a co-worker. There are people who are just suck. Like, there's some people just fucking suck. You know, and I'm learning as I get older, stop trying to, like, you know, accept the answers that are being shown to you and stop trying to find a deeper meaning to everything. Like, that's what I'm telling myself. Like, well, you know, maybe they just like rejected me because of like their own internal trauma. Okay, maybe, but you still don't make excuses for their poor behavior. 444, you know, like someone who has childhood trauma, you know, they may react certain ways, but it doesn't excuse the impact. You know, the intent may not have been there to be malicious, but the impact of that was still malicious. So just because someone here is a runner, someone who doesn't want to face their, things because of their own hurt, yeah, you can have empathy, but like this person is going around perpetuating that same cycle of, trauma and harm to other people, regardless if they mean to or not. They're still doing it. So remove yourself from these environments where people are not giving you the adequate love, respect, appreciation, admiration, desire that you deserve. No longer are we going to keep... This came out for Aries too. So this is a theme within our collective here, Gemini. The Empress. You are someone here that is very nurturing, very caring, very loving, very abundant. You're in boss mode energy, feminine energy here of someone who is running the show and also helping those along as they go. Three of Pentacles with the Five of Wands in reverse here. A lot of people here are could be actively working to like misunderstand you, or you could be someone here who is, you're big on like bringing people together, kind of like, trying to heal the unresolved issues here. Let's say like you are in a family here. You could be the light bringer in the family. You are the person here who is this magician here. But here is the Judgment card in reverse. I don't think you have a lot of faith in those around you. And rightfully so. I feel like these people are immature, impulsive, restless. You don't necessarily have the best relationship when it comes to certain people in your family, because these people don't ever want to sit their ass down and do any type of like self-reflection. They just want to keep, like, they're constantly in the streets. They're constantly doing this. They're constantly doing something. Like, this person is doing everything but looking at themselves. This is a perpetual victimhood mentality that I'm receiving. Like, these are people who, the more you shed that victim mentality of yourself, because you may have been always painted out to be like the black sheep, the scapegoat, or whatever. These are just people who don't want to take accountability for their actions. It could be something like, okay, you losing weight, right? You trying to get your life together. You trying to get your finances and your health together. All they want to do is just talk and rip that part to shreds. Meanwhile, they don't like where they are financially. And instead of them focusing on getting their shit together, they'd rather bring you back down to them. Oh, look at you trying to like make yourself better than. Meanwhile, they don't even like where they at. They just don't want to see you do something to fix your life. These people want to play victims so bad. And I'm telling you, people who have that victimhood mindset, stay far away from them, because they will do any and everything to keep you stuck. Because the last thing a victim mindset person wants to do is see somebody who they perceive to be worse than them actually take accountability for their finances, take accountability for their contribution to their own misery, and make the adequate changes. So let's say, maybe we're not perfect people here. We all got things that we need to work on. Maybe you started working on them things, and because you're working on yourself, because you're trying to get yourself into a better position, and you are taking accountability for the things that you have done to contribute to your own state of where you are in your life. People want to... It's like they don't... When you've been the scapegoat and you've been like the horse that they kick down, when you start to level up, when you start to actually put shit to the metal to the pedal, and you start doing the things, and you don't fit that comfy role that they put in their head about you, you're not the drunk friend, you're not the fat friend, you're not the dumb friend, you're not the poor friend anymore. Now you're going to school, you're getting your shit together, and even though you may have always had these things, there was something here where people always wanted to like default back to like whatever it was. Oh, you know, you could be really da 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 da, but you know, you always pick the bad guy. You always pick the bad boy. You always have a little problem here. But you walked away, and you took a leap of faith here. You know, you don't know where you're going, but you know that it has to be better than where it was, right? And these are two major arcanas. This is your energy. You're pulling into yourself. You are going into this energy where you're going to take care of yourself here. And you got the Ten of Cups with the King of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Queen of Swords in reverse here. So this is definitely family here. Someone here, you know, this could be a masculine father figure, someone here, the Four of Pentacles. They want to have some type of control over you. They want to have some say-so in like how you live your life. And I feel like they are losing that sense of control. And now they are going to be trying to like be cold, be distant. They don't want to see your growth. They don't want to acknowledge your growth. They liked you more when you were in their grasp, when you were under their spell, when you were their little submissive, you know, son or daughter or whatever, when you were just, you know, a peon. And now that you are getting older, maybe you are coming into a position where you're going to be able to be more financially stable here. This could also just be hustling and girl fight. Someone wants to make you a stalker. This person is gross because this is literally someone here who you saw as this King of Cups, this protector, this, you know, someone who should have been, all right? This is definitely a family member with the Ten of Cups, or this could be a spouse or someone who was a spouse, but this is someone who should be protecting you, someone who should be looking out for you. But these people here tend to, it's very transactional is what I'm getting, because like when you don't do what they want, now they're cold, now they're distant, now they're like not want to be the supportive person anymore. Let's say you want to be a, I don't know, photographer. Well, you know, this is a parent, like, well, I'm not paying for you to go to school to be a photographer. I'm only paying for you to go to dentistry or, you know, medical or a lawyer. I'm not paying for that. I don't care what you want. I'm not paying for that. You're going to do this. If you want my money to be supporting you, you're going to do these things. And it's like, you know, I only want what's best for you. I only love you. I'm only doing this because I love you. And it's just control. You know, they're using love to control you. Told you, Six of Cups. This is definitely a family member. This is someone here from your past. You know, and now you're like forced to kind of like, this kind of reminds me of all the situations that I was in childhood. You could have a job where you are, you know, reflecting certain patterns that you need to recognize so you could break them. Where are you putting yourself down? Confirmation. Where are you putting yourself in a position to be a people pleaser? You know, someone who just lays down and just takes whatever is offered to you. You know, why do you have to be responsible for other people? And why do people feel so comfortable, you know, putting all their burdens and shit onto you? You're not responsible for other people here. So people need to figure out how to make their life more pleasurable for them. Like, I don't know what's going on. People don't want you. They're not. They're in their head. Someone's trying to dig dirt. They're trying to act uninterested. You know, people just don't want you. I feel like I'm repeating the same message over and over again. And I apologize for that, kind of. But that only solidifies the urgency of what's going on. one thing I'm working on is apologizing for shit I'm not really sorry about. You know, and that in itself is manipulative. That people-pleasing energy, that's in itself a little form of manipulation, because I'm trying to manipulate how you see me, even if it is disadvantageous or disadvantages me. Words are hard. Even if it is at my detriment, you know, I want to make you feel safe with me. Maybe you are someone who didn't ever feel safe around certain people, and now when people come around you, you want them to feel like, oh, I'm okay, you know, it's safe to be with me. And, you know, you mean well, but it's a little love bombing, because you are so concerned with making sure everyone is, you know, comfortable. It's not just it's beyond hospitality. It's truly people pleasing. It's truly, you know, what can I do to make you love me? And I've learned from personal experiences that just kind of, it's very off-putting to people. People don't like that. Just be yourself. You know, the Nine of Swords here. I see you very much in your head about something here. If this isn't you, this is the energy that's being sent to you from other people. Someone's upset because of the way this dynamic is played out. Maybe you walked away from a lover, you walked away from your family member. You are planning on, you know, reclaiming your strength back, because you can't keep living like this. You can't keep being in a situation where people are not treating you well, where lovers are stepping out constantly. People are not. Yeah. You could have a lover around you, or it doesn't necessarily be like a lover, but this is you realizing all the ways you need to pour back into yourself, self-love, and not tolerate certain things here. Because the Nine of Cups with the Moon here, I'm going to take all of these, and the freaking Page of Wands. Yeah. You're someone who is very nurturing, but you were not being poured into yourself. People were not giving you the things that you needed to be successful. You know, you're someone who gives a lot, but you don't always get back what you put in. And you got tired of that. The Fool and the Page of Wands, there's got to be something better than this. The Six of Cups and the Moon, you got people from your past really trying to, in my opinion, they're either trying to like dig up dirt on you, figure out what your little secrets are, and they're, you know, holding back this disappointment that you left, that you walked away. Like you aren't falling for their, you know, manipulation here. This is someone here who may have tried to use money as a way to control people. This is like I said, like a father figure, someone here who knows that your money is kind of like your anchor. I mean, so let's say this is a man who makes a lot of money. They know that they ain't that good of a parent. They know they haven't been that good of a dad. So what do? They just buy their kids a bunch of shit. They say yes to everything. Anytime the teacher calls, they're like, yeah, whatever, da 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 da. You know, they're just trying to just like pacify the kid, give them whatever they want. Shut them up, tell them yeah. You want this, buy them that, yeah. And so the kid just grows up to think that, you know, love is just constantly buying you what you need or buying you what you want every time you ask for it. And then this person never develops like a healthy sense of self. And you know, that's the problem with a lot of people in America. We all think that like love is, you know, spending lots of money on people and buying people shit that they don't need. But this person doesn't have any self-worth. All right, this person lacks self-worth, and that's what the Nine of Swords is like addressing. It's like you are helping those people who hide behind material goods understand that like their sense of self is shit. You don't like yourself. It doesn't matter what kind of car you drive. If you don't love yourself, everything is never going to be good enough. This is someone who is never happy. It doesn't matter how many... Oh, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so these are people who are emotionally bankrupt. They don't process their emotions. It's all logic based. And honestly, there's not a lot of... This could be a couple. The chemistry, the love is gone. The Magician reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. Someone wants out of this toxic dynamic. Someone is not. Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. This is a couple here who... They wish things were better. They want to make things look like they're better with the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. This is definitely a couple. Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. These are two air signs, perhaps, or they could have air sign energy in their big three. Libra, Aquarius, what's the other one? Gemini? I'm sorry, y'all. Gemini. Oh, that's funny. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy here. With the Magician here in reverse. So this is heavy Gemini. And yeah, someone here, they want to project this image of, oh, we're fine, we're perfect, like me, and they're not. The Four of Cups, this person here is ungrateful. This is someone who does not appreciate what's being, and the other person is very controlling. Like, this is someone who, yeah, like these are not... This is not a couple, a union built on love. It's built on financial gain. It's built on image. It's built on reputation. It's built on, perception and keeping a narrative. It's not built on true love. Yeah, the Four of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This is someone who said, I don't care about love. I want financial stability. And the thing is, people here in this planet are so insecure when it comes to like love that, and I get it, money is very important. You shouldn't sacrifice love for money. I mean, you can go get your own money, but this is someone who does not have any value to the world other than what's between their legs. In their own opinion, they feel like that is the most useful thing between their legs, is they box. Whatever it is, like that's their money maker. They don't have a brain. They're not smart. They're not educated. This is a woman who definitely just wants to lay up on some dude and just... because they're pretty, they should just be taken care of, and that's it. Like, they should just, basically, like, this is like a living prostitute kind of mindset. Like, this is kind of the belief. And someone here, this Emperor with the Five of Pentacles, yeah, like, someone here feels like they kind of married a prostitute. They married, they married someone whose only concern is money. Chariot in reverse with the Justice card, so they left. No one wants to be a fucking ATM machine. Someone here is leaving a connection here, or they're trying to, release themselves. This narcissistic person here, they may have only offered money because they didn't have any love. Well, all women really want is money anyway. So why even open up my heart? Why be expressive? Why even try to tell you what I'm thinking? All you bitches want is money. Like, this is somebody's mentality. This isn't me speaking. That's not my opinion. This is what someone is like coming out and expressing. Maybe not to you. This is a masculine who really feels rejected. They feel not that good about themselves. A little narcissistic here. A lot of narcissistic here. This is someone who doesn't do any type of self-reflection or any type of This is someone who has a lot of things that they need to unpack within themselves, and it's not fair for you to have to carry their fucking burden. Someone here doesn't know how to love themselves, so they kind of like put all of it onto you. Like I said, this is a victim mentality. Something's always happening to them. They're always the victim. They never did anything wrong to anybody, never, anyhow. Eight of Swords here. The Lovers in reverse with the Eight of Swords. I think that you are starting to really, see through this person's manipulation tactics. You're starting to see the points in you where you need to work on self-love and pulling yourself into harmony, being more forgiving and loving with your own self. The World card here. Yeah, you have a lot that you have accomplished. You have healed so many different things and so many different themes within your own life. Ooh, the World and the Judgment card. Yeah. Keep going. Because this person here, this Knight of Wands in reverse, man, this person is out here just not paying attention. They're not listening to the calls, but you have been. You will be. So you got some shit to work out on. It's the Six of Wands in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Yeah, this is someone who's just running from themselves. They are running from love. They're running from healing. And it's about time that you stop chasing them. In the future, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm done trying to make this motherfucker care. I'm tired of trying to make you spend time with your kids. I'm tired of trying to get you and your baby mamas to talk it out for the sake of you and your children. Some of you all could just really be a really good girlfriend here trying to help your baby daddy have a better relationship with his fucking kids. But he want to blame everything on baby mama. Well, she tried to put me on child support because... Well, why I gotta pick him up? I send him $200 every weekend. Meanwhile, when this person gets older, don't be surprised when your kids don't want shit to do with you. Oh, I'll just wait till he 18 and I'll tell him it's gonna... This too late. No one's gonna give a shit. You didn't show up to any of the parent-teacher conferences. You ain't do nothing. You got somebody, you, Gemini, are trying to help somebody take care of their shit, and this person doesn't even appreciate that. So now you're like, well, you know what? That's your problem. Girl, fight. I'm telling you, this is someone is triangulating you with other people, or they're trying to. They want you, let's say this is your partner here. They're trying to get you to go fight their ex-girlfriend. They're trying to get you to go fight their baby mama. This is a dude who wants two women to fight over him. This is two girls, fighting over something here. And this boss daddy, this is the big dick energy. This is someone here who is literally trying to emotionally offload his problems onto the women around him. This is a man who's like, you know what, as long as I'm paying the bills, your responsibility is to take care of the relationships and the connections between me and my kids. And you're like, no, nigga, that's your responsibility. Those are your kids. This person doesn't want to have to deal with their feelings. They just want to... This person literally... They would pay someone to make them feel better if they could. And they're starting to realize it doesn't work like that. You cannot use money to bypass your emotional instability. You need to go to therapy. You need to sit and do the work. And this person here doesn't want to do that. And you keep telling them that. So sooner or later, you're going to be like, well, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I so wrapped up in trying to fix this person's life that I have negated all the shit that I didn't be working on? And that's the moon right here. Because that's readdressing a childhood core wound of yours. You've always tried to be a solver because it made you feel worthy. It made you feel needed. So that's something that you have to address on yourself. You cannot fix this person. This person does not want to be fixed. They want to bypass it with currency, money, or something here. And if you start healing around this person, they're going to feel threatened. It's threatening them because they can't sit up and deny, everything. Once you start paying attention to that pink elephant in the corner, now they're getting upset because now they can't fucking ignore it anymore. Hey, hey, do you see that? You see that elephant in the corner? Nope, I don't see it. Stop saying it. Nope. Here's $5. Go buy something on Amazon. Oh, okay. That's what they used to. Hey, hun, do you see that? Nope, you don't see nothing here. Here's some more money. Go do something. Oh, okay. And you're like, no. Like, let's not. I'm good. I don't need any money. Like, let's pay attention to that. And they're like, nope, I don't want to do that. You're not helping me. You got to go buy. This person rather leave you and lose you than address their own fucking issues. And it hurts. That's sad. That's really fucking sad. But not for the reasons you think. You didn't do anything wrong. And I'm not sitting here saying that you were perfect. You tried to bless your heart. The only thing you did wrong was continuing to help someone who was so clearly emotionally unavailable. So now your heart's a little stung. Your heart's a little stinged. You poured into somebody who just was not able to give to you. And instead of, accepting that right out the gate, you really, really tried. And you still got nowhere. So now you got to eat that, and you got to see that that's a reflection of you. Why is it that I needed this person to be healed for me? Instead of just accepting this person for where they are and knowing within my soul that there is something better for me. Why did I settle for something that does not please me? And that's only something that you can figure out. 33, anxiety. When you feel anxiety creeping in, take a moment to practice deep breathing or a grounding technique to remind yourself of your inner strength and the support around you. Don't let anxiety or stress take control. So when you start to feel that familiar anxiety, ground yourself. And we got 2244 here, acceptance. Embrace what you cannot change and let go of past grievances. Focus on what you can control moving forward to realign yourself with your goals and purpose. Identify one situation you've been resisting or dwelling on and choose one small step to take towards acceptance and positive change. Like I said, did I say you cannot change anybody? You can only change yourself. And when you got tired of trying to fix this person, and you did good, you did not stay too long, but you stayed longer than what you should have. I'm not saying you failed your test, but you didn't get an A+. You got like a C-. But it's okay. Ask for help. Remember, no one succeeds alone. It's okay to seek guidance and support. Embrace the strength found in community and don't hesitate to ask for help when in need. Identify one person or resources you can turn to today for guidance and support. So don't be like the person. This person mirrored to you something here. You take the help that's being given to you. This person didn't ask for help, but you offered it. You're offering help, so it's going to come to you. You're asking for help, I mean. This person didn't ask for help. They asked for a quick fix. And it's like, I used to tutor sometimes, and it was like people would pay me not to help them with their homework, but to do their homework for them. And that's not what tutoring is. Helping someone isn't doing the work for them. It's showing them how the work should be done. But this person wanted you to do the work for them. And they didn't like that you actually made them do it themselves. because I could give you the answers, but that's only going to help you this one time. But if I show you how to do the solution, how to solve the problem, you could apply that to any, case. Just plug and chug the numbers. I could tell you that 4 plus 4 is 8. But if I show you how to do addition, you could apply that to 5 plus 5, 10 times 5. Or, you know what I mean? 5 plus 5, 5 times, damn, Eric, 10 plus 10. Like you could apply it to anything. All right, let me get off this. Well, you definitely are a teacher of spiritual information here. But you know what? Do not cast your pearls to swine. They don't understand the importance of the nuggets that you hold, And a tarot reader told me that. Her name was Annalisa. She was one of the first people who actually got me to really believe in my ability to do tarot in a time in my life where I was very green to this. And, she showed me that you can leave a corporate structured environment and pursue something here more meaningful. And that kind of belief in yourself is powerful. And like sometimes when you are receptive, right, it's like a battery. Sometimes you just need to jump. And once you get that jump, then you can really start back up again. So I want you to believe in yourself and know that you deserve all the good things that you have been working for. Not because you're lucky, but because you are deserving inherently, because you are a loving, kind person. And as always, I love you. And until next time, drink water, be safe, and peace.